Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collinwood, and I'm here to review Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. It stars Donald Pleasance, Ellie Cornell, Daniel Harris. Bureau Starr actually plays Sheriff Ben Meeker in this. Really good character actor. Halloween has had some of the most interesting character actors in films. Donald Pleasance, in a sense, has been a character actor for years and years and years and years, and he was overlooked by Hollywood. So, to me, this movie is exactly what it says. It's literally the return of Michael Myers, and it's built that way too. There's actually a really great interview done by Justin Beam on his radio hour, where he interviews Halloween 4 director Dwight Little. I'm going to try to leave a link in the description box if you guys want to go check that out. So look for that. I'm going to try to see if I can get that for you guys to listen to. Really great interview by him with Dwight Little. And, this movie, I love what it does. Where Halloween 2, in Halloween 2, where they're loading Laurie in the back of the ambulance and driving away, this movie, after its opening, its nice opening with the credits, they cut right to an ambulance at the dead of night on October 30th. And they're driving to an asylum, and it's not Smith's Grove. So where Halloween 2 ended with a paramedic ambulance leaving, you have a paramedic ambulance arriving. And I always thought that's the one thing about this movie that is the most symbolic of we're getting tie-ins. This movie here, Halloween 4, 5, and 6, especially 4 and 6, not so much 5. 5 does do a nice shout out, and I'll get to that when I do Halloween 5, because I'm going to do Halloween 5 right after I do Halloween 4. To sort of make up for not doing this yesterday. I was busy, sorry. They really do. Halloween 4 does every bit tie in to 1 and 2 that it possibly can. When you look at the tie-ins in this movie, you look at, okay, there's Donald Pleasance. You have Dr. Sam Loomis, who was in the first two. So this is, when you see Donald Pleasance in this movie, after they do that opening was really good. Not just the credits, not just the ambulance, not just the tie, but when they go to the asylum, which, again, it's not Smith's Grove, it's something else, and they pick him up. I love the sequence with the doctors and the security guard. I love how they're buzzing him in. And I love what the security guard says. He tried to kill his sister. He killed 15 people, maybe more, trying to kill his sister. Right there, you have somebody who is an unknown character who you're being introduced to out of nowhere, literally telling you what happened. And I thought that was so clever, so quick, and so good. It didn't feel forced. Sorry, my lighting's not the best here. I have sunlight. But anyway, I don't ever want to try to blind you guys with the way the light comes in here. So I'm going to try to remain like this. And this movie, it does just so many things. You have Ellie Cornell and Daniel Harris's chemistry in this movie, and that's the thing. They're in this movie together. They're briefly in Halloween 5 together. And I can't wait to do Halloween 5 because I'm going to get into that too. I love Ellie Cornell and Daniel Harris's chemistry in this. Daniel Harris, to me, is as good as Jamie Lee Curtis was. Where Jamie Lee Curtis was our protagonist, was our somebody, oh my god, we feel sorry for. Danielle Harris is right there beside her. To me, Danielle Harris. I love Andy Matichak. I love her character in the new Halloween. But to me, if I was to put somebody right beside Jamie Lee Curtis, it would be Danielle Harris. Danielle Harris does not get the credit she deserves. To me, it's Jamie Lee Curtis, Danielle Harris, and if I had to put someone third, who would I put? Would I put Andy Matichak or would I put Josh Hartnett? I think I would put them both. I would tie them because I like Josh Hartnett's performance in H2, and I can't wait to get to that. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited about these reviews. Um, and in this movie, after they pick him up, we hear the doctors and the doctor and nurse, or the two doctors, I should say, talking about Jamie Lloyd, and that's when Michael, you see his fist closed. He's got the bandages on his face, and you see the thumb to the forehead. I thought that was just so sinister as hell how they shot that and how they did that. And I love how they introduced Jamie in this. Jamie is clearly dreaming, and what gives that whole sequence away, that whole sequence with her and even Rachel is a dream, is the paramedic. The paramedic being outside the house when it can't be. There's no way. I thought that was so neat how Dwight Little did that. That was so... Again, Halloween 4 is sinister as hell. And I love that for this movie. And again, everything they do is built toward the return of Michael Myers. Them picking him up, him escaping. Then, when you get to and I love the dream sequence they did with Jamie where she's hallucinating Michael's after her. I really love how they did that. I'll promise, I'm getting to my rating with this movie. People are probably going to kill me because it's not higher, because I really do enjoy this movie. But, again, if your rating's higher than mine, hey, I'm not here to dispute your rating. I'm just here to give you mine. You have Bureau Star, who plays Sheriff Ben Meeker. And I love this. We took Sheriff Brackett and we replaced him, which makes a world of sense. And I love how they did that. Hey, the town of Haddonfield is a change, and we have something new. We have new people. And that's something I feel Halloween 4 did so very well, going off the original 2. Where 1 and 2, they don't... Does 1 and 2 take place in the same night? In a cinema sense, yes, but in a reality sense, no, because the Halloween 2 wasn't shot till in the 80s. So, where 1 and 2 take place in a sense in the same night, Halloween 4 is picking up 10 years after the original events, after 1 and 2, and we're saying the town has changed. Other than one significant thing, everybody still fears the boogeyman. And that's what Halloween 4 got across so goddamn well and so great. That's what I love about Halloween 4 the most, that it got its message across really, really well. Now, we're going to get into the sequences of Michael Myers. Was Michael too much like Jason in this movie? I feel like if you look at Halloween 2 and Halloween 4, to me, Halloween 2 and Halloween 4 have one trait in common. Michael was more that supernatural force in those movies. In 1, yeah, a bit. He is that supernatural force. He's like the devil. To me, 2 and 4 personify that. So I don't mind him killing, the way he killed in 4. I don't make a big deal of that. Look, he's a cold-blooded killer. I don't think you have a character like Michael Myers be like Jason. I do understand that complaint with Halloween 4 that he's too much like Jason. And I get that. I do when I because at that time, look, there's been a ton of Jason movies, but them bringing Michael back and the way they built him in this story, I thought was good. Again, the bandages on the face, Dr. Loomis, the gas station scene in that movie in Halloween 4 is all time great for sure. I love the gas station sequence, how Michael just shows up, kills the mechanic. Dr. Loomis happens to show up at the same exact gas station. I love Beer Star's performance in this movie. The cast is awesome in this movie. Ellie Cornell, Ellie Cornell, which is Rachel Harris. Rachel Carruthers, sorry. Daniel Harris, which is Jamie Lloyd. Oh, God. This craziness, don't mind me. The school sequence, what they did, what I love about it is, I do wish would have got a little more of that. So here's where I'm going to get into my deductions on some bit. I wish we would have got more of the school at night. I wish we would have got a little more of a longer sequence there. And I do wish that the hillbillies would have went into the school and looked for him and got killed off. I do love the truck sequence. I love what they did there. And I'm not killing them deduction-wise for that. Again, this movie is going to get a good rating. Trust me. Which I did like the hillbillies. I liked what they did here. I loved what they did here with the beer belly. You have these beer shotgun wielding hillbillies. Because really they did this better than what Rob Zombie did, in my view. Trying to think. The ending of this movie is one of the darkest you'll ever see. You have Jamie's stepmother up preparing the bath, and you see a mask over her face, and you're thinking, wait, did Michael somehow get in the house? Is he alive? And no, you see scissors, and she's getting stabbed in the shoulder, and you have Sheriff Beaker, you have Ellie Cordell, you have Sam Loomis, you have the stepdad at the bottom of the staircase looking up, and there's Jamie Lloyd holding the scissors with the clown mask on. Man, you want to talk about one of the darkest endings in Halloween history? Halloween 4 definitely gets that of all time. The darkest ending ever. And they could have went a bunch of directions with this. Halloween 4 is awesome. I love it to death. I love the truck sequence. I know I jumped over it a little bit, so I'll come back. I love how Rachel Harris, Ellie Cornell, just takes charge at the end of this movie. You know, prior to the twist, prior to the dark turn they do at the end, you have Ellie Cornell, who literally, you want to talk about an actress taking charge. In this movie, that's exactly what Ellie Cornell did, and I love her for it. To me, Ellie Cornell does not get talked about enough of Halloween protagonist of heroes in the movie, and definitely is really, when you talk about protagonists, I would put her fourth, because she's only really the protagonist in one main movie, and that's Halloween 4. And that's going to lead me into Halloween 5. But I love how she took charge. This movie gets an 8.5. If you guys' rating is higher, I don't blame you. I really enjoy Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. I'll see you guys here in a bit for Halloween 5.